Thunderbirds Are Go, written by Jerry and Sylvia Anderson, directed by David Lane, 12th December 1966, London Pavilion. 2 years after the disastrous first effort, the crew of Zero X embark on a manned mission to Mars. Thunderbirds 1, 2 and 3 safeguard the initial part of the journey, but on the surface of the hostile planet the crew must fend for themselves. Although produced concurrently with the second series of Thunderbirds, the inaugural feature film based on the adventures of international rescue differs from the television series in significant ways. Thunderbirds Are Go was the first Anderson production to be presented by AP Films under its new name, Century 21. The film offers a colder, more sophisticated depiction of life in that era, especially when the Hood, who is never named on screen, gets his foot caught in the elevator mechanism of the first Zero X. His boot remains stuck, but eventually saves his foot from being crushed. As he crawls to safety, a blood-soaked sock is evidence of his agonising injury. Barry Gray delivers a suitably cinematic arrangement of the Thunderbirds theme, and the telescope widescreen photography allows familiar situations and sequences such as the launch of Thunderbird 2 to be picked with impressive new grandeur. The languorous story sidelines the Tracy brothers in favour of the survey team on board the Zero X. The extended running time is used to fetishize the vehicle in ways that portray Anderson's fascination with the procedural aspects of space flight. It might have been better spent exploring the film's characters. For all the impressive model work and pyrotechnics, the most memorable sequence is the woozing sojourn depicting Lady Penelope's trip to the Swing Star nightclub. Thunderbirds Are Go failed to find an audience amongst the millions of Superman Nation fans in the 1960s. In hindsight, it's clear that the Andersons were already outgrowing their most famous creation. Zero X, a space exploration vehicle that could append or discard elements whilst on the ground or in mid-flight. The Zero X is capable of supersonic speeds within Earth's atmosphere and reaches the surface of Mars in just 6 weeks. Martian excursion vehicle. Paul Travers, Greg Martin, Ray Pearce and Tony Grant use the Caterpillar tracked Martian excursion vehicle MEV to roam the surface of the planet. Its roof-mounted cannon is powerful enough to defend the crew from the Martian rock snakes until the MEV can return to orbiting Zero X. Family album. A wallet-sized device containing colour and black and white portraits of the Tracy brothers. The colour picture of John switches to a voice-activated link with Thunderbird 5. Jeff then has a conversation with John, who reports on the progress of the Mars mission. Captain Paul Travers. I can do better than the automatic pilot in holding this craft steady. Travers selflessly orders his colleagues into the escape unit as Alan attempts to repair the rapidly descending Zero X. Dr. Tony Grant. I've always been fascinated by that phrase, life as we know it. An intuitive scientist aboard the Zero X, Tony is the first to advise caution over the distinctive rock formations in the path of the MEV. Thunderbird 6, Written by Jerry and Sylvia Anderson. Directed by David Lane. 29th July 1968. Odeon, Leicester Square. While enjoying a luxurious round-the-world trip aboard a new anti-gravity airship, Lady Penelope realises that the crew are not what they seem. When a carefully laid plan is sprung, rescue comes in the unlikely shape of the newest addition to the Thunderbird fleet. Thunderbird 6 struggles with the same challenges that beset Thunderbirds Are Go, namely a feature film running length and superfluity of regular characters. The film addresses the latter, at least, by widely focusing on Alan, Tintin, Penelope and Parker as they tour the world aboard Skyship One. This time the guest cast occupies villainous roles and led by the bogus Captain Foster, severely voiced by John Carson. The real stars of the film, however, are the sets designed by Bob Bell and assistants Keith Wilson and John Legue. The action takes place in 2068, but there's synthetic decadency to the games room on Skyship One that's more 968. Another impressive set is the restaurant at the Whistle Stop Inn, where the meals are delivered by miniature trains connected to each table. But the film's piece of resistance is the Skyship One's gravity compensation room. The rows of revolving gyroscope type devices are a cold, eerie backdrop to the gun fight where the criminal impersonating Lane, the name surely a nod to the director, takes Tintin hostage. The futuristic settings is at odds with times of the dialogue, especially in the scene where Park expresses a preference for miniskirts and Barry Gray's frequent evocation of the theme from the 1965 hit Those Magnificent Men in Their Flying Machines. The screenplay is an improvement on the previous film, but ends the Andersons' Thunderbirds journey on a number of unanswered questions. Who exactly is Black Phantom, and why does he remain obsessed with Thunderbirds 1 and 2 when he'd already stolen an anti-gravity airship? Jim Glenn. It is perhaps the most exciting moment in the history of our company. The president of the New World Aircraft Corporation is initially cynical about Brains' ambitious construction of an airship, but goes ahead with the project. Captain Foster, the crew and myself will do everything in our power to make this trip. To remember, the urban captain of Skyship One is in reality the leader of the team carrying out Operation Ambush on the behalf of the Black Phantom. Skyship One. The designers at the New World Aircraft Corporation scoff at the suggestion that they build an airship, but the magnificent Skyship One gives Brains the last laugh. This fully automated jet-propelled vehicle maintains a steady altitude using revolutionary gravity compensators. Fab One skis. There seems to be no end to the gadgets in Lady Penelope's Rolls Royce. Foster is justifiably impressed when Fab One spouts skis in Switzerland, taking him, Penelope and Parker to the Whistle Stop Inn. Switch to full boost gets them there even quicker. Prototype Thunderbird 6. Brains demonstrates the potential of the proposed Thunderbird 6 with a radio-controlled replica that saves a small figure from a model of a blazing skyscraper. The vehicle's helium-powered capabilities are ingenious, but Jeff rejects the concept as too specialised.